traders, Day Trader Matt here at businesswithtrading.com, and today I wanted to talk about an options trade that we recently got out of. This was JP Morgan, and this is an hourly chart that we're looking at. We see the stock found the high up here around 67.50-ish. It started to break down, large gap, and it just kept breaking down. We started seeing some support around this region here, and then price chopped around and pushed itself back up. So we started watching this around this region here. This is where it started looking interesting. Started to give us a little bit of a vibe that price might actually be able to move up. So what we did in the options group, we watched this as it pushed up. I felt that there could be a little bit more chop, a little bit of a pullback, but there's a very good chance it's going to go higher. So right here, March 2nd, approximately right in this area, we ended up getting long. So I'm going to designate that with a green line. Got long right here. And yes, we were underwater for a little bit of time. Right here, and right here. You can look at it. Yeah, options decay and whatnot. We were okay. We took it was a June 60 right over here. So it chopped around, and as it started to push up, we were going further and further in the money, which is always what you want on an options trade. We took a June 60 long call, and as it pushes up, we're watching. We're looking for about 64.50 on this trade. Ideally, we ended up getting out on the 20th, which about right here approximately. We'll leave that red. We'll designate it red as an exit, and it gave us a really nice move. That 64.50, we're looking at that in accordance with this. We were also watching because this gap, it gapped down here and it chopped around. It tried to get above and just massive rejection. So that gave us that area as well. Of course, if we got out at 64.50, which was about right here, that would have been a great exit. The main style of my trading, I like to get in when I have a high probable chance of making money. I'm looking at 60 to 80% is what I talk about all the time. Mostly I'm 75, 80, 85%. I have a good chance of making money. And that's what I'm looking for. That's basically all I'm looking for. Trading is a game of numbers. It's not technically a game of numbers, but it is a game of numbers. That even makes sense. I don't know. But looking at things from a probability perspective, you can say, okay, if I take this setup 1,000 times, am I going to make money 850 times? Am I only going to make money 300 times? Am I only going to make money 100 times? That kind of gives you an idea of how good or not good your strategy really is, how likely you are to make money. And that's what trading is all about. So let's get into what we actually did do on this. So we entered right here. We already talked about that. Entered at $2.21. We exited right up here. Just draw an arrow here at $4.50. For some reason that period or decimal did not want to show up. Alright, so $2.21 per contract, $4.50 per contract we exited, which gave us a total of $2.29 per contract, or a 103% gain. The market just opened, so that's what that bell was. So 103% gain That was very nice. That gave us the move we were looking for. March 2nd to April 20th, about a month and a half, we were able to pocket $229 per contract, because you always bring the decimal over twice. So $2.21 per contract is $221 per contract. 450 would be 450. So we basically made a profit of $229 per contract, 103% gain. And that's one thing about trading, is the larger your account, the more you can actually leverage your money to make money. So money makes money, basically. If you have a small account, it's going to grow, but it's going to take a little bit of time. Once you get a larger account, it'll still grow, and it'll still grow at a slow pace, but it's going to grow, and you can feel comfortable. So that's basically what my strategy is all about. And I had a few questions about that, so I wanted to talk about that, as well as show one of our recent option trades. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that. If you have any comments, place them below. I enjoy reading all comments. You can also email me directly. A lot of people like to do that, and that's cool too. There's a contact page on the website at businesswithtrading.com, or support@businesswithtrading, or it'll be linked below this video as well. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you back here in the markets. Thank you.